Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube Live, welcome to the first ever high school hockey rivalry series game presented by the very own Chicago Blackhawks. Here at the high school level, it's Providence Catholic at just about a record of 500 coming into Benet and play them, and they haven't lost in 8 straight games to start the CCHL season. For more on how they've been so successful, here's Max Anderson with John Grisbeck.
Thanks, Dylan. Standing by with Benet head coach John Grisbeck. Coach, you guys are undefeated so far in the CCHL season. Intense rivalry matchup here tonight. What's your first period message to your team?
Take the atmosphere out of this. Get through the first couple minutes. Let's do what we do. We've kind of turned a corner as a team and just continue some of the momentum that we've had through our first couple games here.
Second time you guys have played Providence so far this season, won 3-1 in the first game. What do you take from that game into this one?
You know, that's a good question. That game really didn't have much flow, so hopefully we can open this game up a little bit. Providence had a lot of penalties in that first period, so it was a challenging game to get any type of feel for how good Providence can be. So, you know, we'll see where this goes.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Dylan?
Thank you, Max. 1 minute to go on the warm-up clock, and then we will get this thing started at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. A great student section for the Benet Red Wings. It's a beach theme, so you see a lot of floral Hawaiian-type shirts with bucket hats, some sleeveless tank tops and whatnot, and a lot of fans in the bleachers, too, as well. A big turnout here for the first ever high school hockey rivalry series. We mentioned a little bit earlier that this is presented to you by the Chicago Blackhawks. We've got a table set up here at the rink where they're selling shirts and giving out rally towels. And just a great thing for high school hockey. An amazing sport, an amazing league here in the CCHL, and 2 great programs with a storied history and rivalry in the Providence Catholic Celtics and the Benet Red Wings. 5 seconds left on the clock. You'll hear the horn in just a moment. We'll step away from our mics for player introductions and the Star-Spangled Banner here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. We'll be back for you on the call shortly.
Welcome back live here to Seven Bridges Ice Arena. You can feel the anticipation building in the building here tonight. Dylan, pleasure to join you here tonight.
Of course, pleasure's all mine.
So 17 minutes up on the clock. Introductions out of the way.
And nice job on those introductions,
Thank you.
Max Anderson. If you didn't know, that was him doing that.
Thank you. It's doing a little double duty if I sound like I'm catching my breath a little bit and had to hustle back from doing that. But we are excited here today for what should be an excellent game. Dylan, we talked about it before the game. You talked about it a little bit in the intro. The undefeated Benet Academy Red Wings come to this game, not only being at the top of the CCHL, playing on their home rink, which really has a distinct advantage here at Seven Bridges.
Yeah, we were talking to Coach John Grisbeck yesterday, and he was telling us about how the Olympic-sized rink makes a bigger difference than you might think. It's about 15 feet wider. It's the same length. It's 200 feet the long way, but it's 15 feet wider. And just that extra ice can make a huge difference. And for a team like the Red Wings to play every home game on this playing surface, they know it way better than a team in the Providence Catholic Celtics.
Meanwhile, Providence comes in, a 500 team, and that's what the Celtics head coach, Nick Ichancio, point blank said, we're a 500 team right now. Their goals back that up as well, 21-4 and 19 against. They've had some ups, they've had some downs. But tonight, in a rivalry matchup, throw out the records. As both coaches indicate, there's never a blowout in this game. They can't remember a blowout ever in this game. We don't expect one here tonight.
Red Wings and Celtics getting together again after all of these years of them playing against each other. No better game to open up the rivalry series here on YouTube than Providence and Benet.
I want to thank the Chicago Blackhawks for putting on this great production here today. High school rivalry series, as Dylan introduced you. We'll have 4 more of these over the next couple of months. One coming as soon as this coming Wednesday, live from Centennial Ice Arena. It'll be another huge rivalry up on the North Shore, Glenbrook North, Glenbrook South. But before we get there, we've got one to play out here.
That GBN-GBS rivalry, man, that never gets old.
That day before Thanksgiving tradition. And this broadcast crew will be here. Dylan will be on the call for GBS's home radio. He does broadcasting for Glenbrook South. So joining me for that game will be Tyler Aki. If you're a frequent listener of the CCHL network, you've heard his voice before. So he'll join me for that great rivalry coming up in just a couple of days. Hard to believe we're almost already at Thanksgiving here. Yeah. Well into the CCHL season.
20 games per team in the CCHL. Providence has played 10 already, so they're halfway done, and Benet at 8. This will be their 9th. So this is the beginning of the second half of the regular season for Providence Catholic. We mentioned 5-5. They're a 500 team. They are coming off a 2-1 loss to St. Rita just 2 days ago. So we'll see how that plays out. Finally, they get ready to drop the puck.
So taking care of some administrative items before the game. And we are ready for hockey as Carson Burris wins the opening faceoff for Providence. Puck comes all the way back to starting netminder Luke Brzezinski for the Celtics. Far side half-boards battle ensues, coming away with it. Jeremy DeWilkins, a lone sophomore on this Benet team. Now puck coming in behind. Burris will take it, tries to throw it off the half-boards. Waiting for it there was Budrek. Now back to the point in Hoover. He'll shoot, deflected in front, never got all the way through. Dugan will try to dig it out for Providence. And eventually clear, and that will go. Will it go the length of the ice? No, will not go the length of the ice for icing. Icing waived. Just 40 seconds into the first period. Now a shot on goal, scores! A bounce of the puck came right out in front, and Emiliano Arena gets his 5th CCHL goal of the season.
Emiliano Arena has struggled with some injury problems this season, but he's always been an offensive threat. Found that loose puck right in between the hash marks and ripped one past the goalie, and a very early goal. Just 43 seconds into the game, and the visitors have the lead.
It was just a deflected puck that came right in between the circles, right on the stick of Arena. And just 45 seconds into the game, an unassisted goal for the White Sweaters. And in a matchup where undoubtedly Benet comes in as the favorite to get a goal in the first minute, Dylan. A huge boost for this Providence Catholic team.
Yeah, and you can see Providence Catholic and Benet, both teams are really playing with a lot of energy just a minute into this game. You can tell the rivalry's there. Also, the fact that we're broadcasting this game live, you got to think the energy on that ice surface is at an all-time high.
Now played in far side half boards. Vince Felice able to keep it going. Coming away with the puck is Hudson Schilly, and again, danger right in front of the Benet crease, and twice in 90 seconds, Dylan. Errant pucks finding their way in dangerous areas for Benet.
Yeah, you see that right out in front. Bennett's just bringing it in front of their own goal, and
Cardinal
weird
sin.
bounce.
Cardinal sin of a defensive play to carry that puck out in front of your goalie, trying to pick up the number that it was that ended up carrying it right through between the circles and very nearly gave Providence a second goal. Now again, Providence wins a draw. Puck out in front, still loose between the circles. Now able to trickle out, but losing an edge as he tried to take it out was Curtis Sperling. Another shot, and this one swallowed up by William Janis. Will Janis, third-year varsity player, junior, so far in the season. Has a 3.11 goals against average and just a touch under 90% save percentage at 89.7%. Face-off won by Benet. Ryan Grisbeck, son of head coach John Grisbeck, getting time in his own zone, able to carry the puck out. Charlie Maraskis trying to carry the puck out, taken away. Here's Fargo. Fargo shoots into the chest but bounces out. Not able to hold on to it. Now another chance coming near side. Ethan Heller. Puck out in front. Grisbeck will shoot. Pad save. Another juicy rebound. Grisbeck following it up. He'll backhand shot. And Brzezinski will take a draw. So a couple of juicy rebounds given up there by Brzezinski. And you got to imagine this Benet Red Wing team's going to go to school on that.
Yeah, a couple of nice shots by Grisbeck, too, putting those pucks on net. Probably 3 shots on goal in a matter of 10 seconds there. Right idea by Benet. So far, Brzezinski's staying sharp in the blue paint.
Face-off draw one. Played back to the point. Puck stuck now between the circles, eventually coming out with it. Now fortunate bounce for Benet, gets it side of the net. Wrap around attempt. Puck loose in between the circles. A shot and a big save by Brzezinski. That's his third big one so far to keep it scoreless on the Benet side. Again, Benet content to play dump and chase as they get the puck in deep. Near side boards, Nick Mastro as that puck pops out just to our right here in the ice surface. No netting going all the way around. Got to stay alert here at the broadcast spot. That puck not too far from us. Got to keep your head on a swivel, Dylan.
Yeah, we're right in front of the Celtics zone right now. Pretty much right across from the face-off circle that they're going at it right now.
And frankly, I always worry about Jimmy. Can't lose Jimmy. We can lose me or you. Right. Can't lose Jimmy behind the technicals. So
yeah, we don't know how to do
make sure you
stuff.
Jump in front of that puck, Dylan. We can't lose Jimmy.
Oh, I'll protect you, Jim.
Arena carries the puck in for Providence. He's checked a couple of times. Second time by Budrek and carried out by Benet. Through the neutral zone come the Red Wings. Cole Rosenthal carries it in. He stops. Just loses the puck as he heads towards net. So Brzezinski with another freeze of the puck and an offensive zone draw coming for Benet.
Yeah, Rosenthal didn't get a lot on that shot, but that's the Red Wings' 4th or 5th pretty decent scoring opportunity here in this game, and we're just 4 minutes in, less than that actually. So the Red Wings, in spite of probably outplaying the Celtics so far, are down 1-0.
Budrek and Burris rematch their opening puck drop draw, and Providence wins it again, able to play it off the boards. Now Arena and Burris giving it chase. Not able to establish offensive zone possession. Back the other way comes to Wilkins. A shot by Rosenthal again, not able to get a lot on that shot. Battling Tom Dukups. Eventually taken away Breyer, tries to play it up off the boards. Arena ties up a stick, able to clear the zone. Played up just past the stick. That was Andis Hoover. No icing as it missed his stick. Coming all the way around. Zedekis opts play a little conservative, not pinch on that puck, so comes out and Benet able to clear. Here's a shot from nearly center ice, wide of the net. Carrying it out, Maraskis. Maraskis checked off the puck. Now Benet with some space here. On comes Schlee. Schlee, couple of checks, avoids. Stepping in front, Felice. And he'll be able to clear. He'll go rink wide. Playing in is Thulin. Drops Felice. Felice shoots. Good save. Wrap attempt. Puck now stuck on the back of the net. Eventually comes off Felice. Trying to get it in between the circles, but a good stick from Hoover. Didn't let that happen. Another shot in front, just wide of the net. So Providence getting the lion's share of the dangerous chances so far. 5 minutes into the game. Back the other way comes Hoover. Got another good stick, not letting that puck get between the circles. This time was Nico Felice. Declan Rabe takes a big check as he got rid of the puck, but talk about taking a hit to make a play. That was Declan Rabe. Rabe's going to get another hit, but still able to play the puck out. Comes out loose into the neutral zone.
Good defense by the Celtics over the last few minutes. They've really limited Bennett's possession in the offensive zone. Done a good job clearing that puck. It almost looks like they're on a really good penalty kill.
Puck comes out into the neutral zone again, just trying to play the puck in deep is Benet. Not really able to set up anything offensively. So far it's been a dump and chase effort from the Red Sweaters, but have not been able to establish any offensive zone possession. It's definitely been to the benefit of Providence so far here tonight. Stretch pass just misses the stick of Brendan O'Neill. And again comes back to Declan Rabe. Spun around the boards. This time it's Ray Ramirez. He loses the puck at the blue line. So Sapinski will be able to keep the puck in. He tries to wrap a shot, loses track of it, and Providence will take a clear. And since it's on net, avoid an icing. Break for Providence.
It's been a while without a whistle here, and of course that one goes on net.
Played into the neutral zone with speed. On comes Captain Tommy Budrak. Budrak shoots. Big save, Brzezinski. And cleared. Brzezinski with 5 or 6 quality saves so far. He's been well positioned in net and up to the task there.
Yeah, Benet right here, 2-on-1. Budrak had the puck. Had another guy on his right wing, just elected to take the shot anyway, and Brzezinski makes another save with 10-11 to go in the first.
Face-off draw to the right of Brzezinski. We're going to see this matchup all night long between Burris and Budrak as Burris gets tossed for Providence.
Spoke too
In comes
soon,
Chicola. That's at least the 4th time, and I'm feeling we're going to see it about 10 more times here tonight. Fortunate bounce here. Budrak gets the puck bottom of the circle, but not able to carry it in, and able to clear is Chicola. Puck coming through the neutral zone. We'll go all the way for an icing. After about 5 straight minutes there, we finally get a whistle.
A great, great atmosphere here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. If you can tell, behind the Providence goalie, there's a huge section of Benet students. And there are a lot of Providence students on the other side too. But Benet, here in their home rink, has really packed the house at Seven Bridges.
Our DJ got kicked out. Can you give a shout out to Mari DiBenedetto because she's our normal DJ and she's like hurt, butt hurt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's another icing by the Celtics, and we'll come back. .9:37 to go in the first period. And another D-zone face-off for the green side.
Providence able to win this one. Carrying out. Here's Rabe. Now Thulin. He'll take the puck below goal line, trying to get it between the circles, but stepping in front of it is Benet. He'll come back the other way, 3-on-3. And now a huge collision down here. We're, I would think, going to get a penalty. No, they'll swallow the whistle early are the officials. As Giovanni Maselli and Ducups got a bit of a scuffle behind the play. Not sure if that showed up on your video feed, but no penalty. We'll play on. 9 minutes to go here in the first period. 1-0 Providence. It'll be offsides if anyone from Providence plays it, and eventually we get a whistle and a draw coming outside of the zone.
Max, one thing to note is that the Celtics do have 185 penalty minutes this season, and that leads the CCHL. So in a rivalry game, you would expect to see them take a lot of penalties, Benet as well, but none yet.
And that happened in their first matchup, right? The 15 penalties that went against Providence, which actually led to a game suspension for Nick Ichancio. So not foreign in this matchup. We'll see how it goes. A big hit as Noah Oliver tried to carry the puck into the zone. He took a big check from Heller. Now stretch pass, just missing the stick of Sperling. And that'll be icing. Sperling was very nearly at a breakaway there, and that puck missed his stick by about 6 inches, or else Benet would have had a breakaway opportunity.
Yeah, it goes from a breakaway opportunity to an icing. You said it. This is a game of inches in the sport of ice hockey, and you just barely couldn't reach that puck, and now all of a sudden it's a D-zone faceoff.
8:35 left here in the first period. The lone goal so far, Emiliano Arena, his 5th, just 45 seconds into the game, off a crazy bounce that came between the circles. Puck going all the way down, icing's waved. As Dugan able to dig the puck out, swiping at his Ramirez, and he'll get it beyond his blue line. Nico Felice, he has his pass intercepted in the neutral zone. It's going to be just offsides as Ryan Fargo carried the puck just a minute or a second too early.
Pretty nice pace in the game so far. A couple of good chances on both ends. I do still think that it's the Benet Red Wings with the edge in overall play in spite of being down, but I mean, that's just by a hair. These two teams are really battling it out. We talked about it. There's not very many blowouts in this rivalry, and you can see why.
Something to keep in mind as the game goes along is, I don't think without question, Benet, the deeper team, really able to roll 4 lines. And in the first period, that might not show up as much, but as we move along second, third period, certainly keep an eye out on energy and overall stamina level to see if Providence is able to keep up.
100%. I mean, you're only allowed 18 skaters in a hockey lineup, and the Providence Catholic Celtics have about 30 skaters on their roster that they substitute in and out on a game-by-game basis, whichever works for Nick Ichancio. So, you said it, Bennett's way more deep, and they've definitely established their official roster more so than Provi has.
Puck gets stuck right at the point. Coming away with it is Ducups. He tries to wrap it around the boards. Shot wide of the net from Benet as it came loose off the far side half boards. Below the circle, Budrak checked by Burris. Trying to center the puck, but it was deflected. And Rosenthal plays it on to Wilkins. Now behind the net, can't take control, so Breyer will whip the puck off the boards and out. Here comes Arena. He'll drop it deep, go for a change. He'll give Chicola a chance on the forecheck. Puck coming all the way down. And resetting is Marascus. Loose puck coming now between the circles. And just guided wide as Sapinski very nearly had a chance right in front of net. Now Griffin, he skates. Far side, Sapinski, shot just high and wide over the crossbar. Griffin able to keep it in at the point. O'Neill waiting for it at the half boards. And Griffin able to whack it along, keep it in the offensive zone. Benet really establishing offensive play here right in front of us, latter part of this period. Oh, and a break as this puck gets stuck between the linesman's skates. And for a moment, Benet able to continue on, but eventually cleared out by Thulin.
Long time in the attacking zone right there for the Red Wings. Just couldn't get it done.
Changing the puck through neutral zone, eventually dropped in deep. Bennett's going to get 5 fresh skaters on the ice. Sapinski will buy some time to let them finish that change. Now Rabe takes a check as he gets the puck out right at the blue line. Bruno Hansel getting some ice time for the Celtics. For the audio interruption there, we had a table explosion here. Table we're using from our broadcast spot collapsed, so we apologize for the audio outage there for just a moment, but we're back up and running here with 3:51 left in the first period. Live from Seven Bridges Ice Arena, alongside Dylan Ward, I'm Max Anderson in the inaugural High School Rivalry Series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks. Huge crowd here for this rivalry matchup. Packed to the gills. You see behind the boards, plenty of bodies. Now, offensive zone for Providence. As this puck eventually comes out. Far side point. Eventually Providence able to carry the puck out. Thulin plays it on. He'll just go for a change. Taking a tough fall there is Ethan Heller in his own zone. He'll go for a change to reset some space. That shot never left the ice surface from Gabe Sapinski. Easily patted aside by Brzezinski. The Sapinski on Brzezinski shot there.
Lots of skis in hockey. Skis and skates.
Now a shot. Another good save from Brzezinski. His left pad's been active here the last couple of minutes. Scooped out by Providence. And plays the length of the ice. So that'll be an icing. We'll come back down here into the Providence end with 2:07 left here in the first period.
Emiliano Arena, his goal is still just the only one in this game, but it's been a game full of chances. The goaltenders on both sides are coming up pretty large so far.
Face-off draw to the left of Brzezinski. It'll be Schlee and Burris. Burris wins it again, but right back to his goalie. So only about 2 seconds goes off the clock. We'll get another offensive zone draw for Benet.
Unfortunately, at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, no shots on goal counter here at the rink. But I'd love to know, already just in the first period, how many saves these goaltenders have made.
I'd venture to guess Brzezinski already well over 10. Meanwhile,
believe that.
Be surprised if Janis has more than 3 or 4. Chicola tries to set up offensively, loses the puck as he enters the zone. Now to Benedetto. Battles in the corner. To Benedetto, side of the net, shot. Another save from Brzezinski. Burris comes away with it. He'll carry. Calling for the stretch pass was Arena. Burris wasn't able to get much on it. So instead the puck will be tossed in deep. And they'll head in on a forecheck.
Well, that should be a penalty.
I was just going to say, that could have been too many men on the ice. No call there, bouncing puck. Finally, Janis not able to handle it. So Janis a little shaky here early on. This puck coming all the way back in behind the Providence net. Burris challenges Hoover as we tick on 1 minute left here in the first period. Felice will deflect the puck, whacking at it in the neutral zone. Liz Heller. Now here's Chicola, easily sticked aside by Janis. 40 seconds left here in the period. Playing off the boards, Curtis Sperling can't handle it as it goes by him. And resetting in their own zone is Zandis Hoover. Hoover, one of those 3-year varsity players for Benet. Another shot, blockered away into the corner. Now Thulin between the circle, backhanded shot, forehand shot, but wide of the net. 15 seconds ago in the period. Best sustained offense Providence has had for quite some time. This puck's going to go all the way down for an icing with 6.6 left in the period.
And with less than 10 to go in the frame, you can see the maybe 100 Benet student section, 100 students I should say, from Benet that were behind the net that they were shooting at, transferring over to the other side of the ring.
They're going to track those goalies. They want to be right behind the opposing goalie and do everything they can to help their buds on the ice. This face-off draw one, but cleared by Benet. Now breakaway chance to end the period. Brzezinski comes out aggressively to clear it, and that will end the first. So after one period, 1-0 Providence here from Seven Bridges Ice Arena on a goal from Emiliano Arena.
Rosenthal just couldn't hang on to the puck there. Lost breakaway opportunity.
So we'll take a quick timeout, catch our breath, come back with second period action just a moment right here on your home for the Chicago Blackhawks High School Rivalry Series, YouTube Live. Back live with second period action here from Seven Bridges Ice Arena in the first high school rivalry series matchup presented by the Chicago Blackhawks.
I'm having a lot of fun so far, Max. That was a great first period.
Yeah, Providence Catholic and Benet Academy are your matchup here tonight. It was Providence that got a goal 45 seconds into the first period. As Emiliano Arena, the recipient of a fortunate bounce, found himself with the puck right between the circles, but able to bury it in the first minute of the game. Our only tally thus far, we switched sides, and not only do the team switch sides, but about 500 fans exchange sides as well. Here's a shot from the point, another save, rebound out in front. It was the alert play by Travis Breyer to get that puck out of harm's way. Talked about it at the end of the first period. Despite Providence being up 1-0, certainly Benet probably a 2 or 3 to 1 advantage in the shot totals so far here tonight. Now backhanded chance, trying to bury it home was Cole Rosenthal. Tried to use a thigh or a knee. Here's another chance. Good stick from Burris to tie it up. And eventually the puck comes out into the neutral zone. Played by Alagna. Alagna able to battle on, wins a battle, can't quite get his pass to his intended target. Back the other way comes Burris with speed. He'll skate wide, using that wide advantage. He gets taken down, looking for a penalty. As Providence, they're not going to get one.
One of the clearest trips you'll ever see right there. How does the ref not call that?
Not sure how that didn't get called for tripping, but we'll play on. Chicola in the corner. Check by Schilly. Schilly able to carry it out. In fact, we mentioned Ryan Grisbeck, the son of head coach John Grisbeck. We'll get our first penalty of the game. And it's going to go against Providence. So Providence certainly feels like they should be on the power play. Instead, they're going to be on the penalty kill.
Yeah, it's the interference call. Having a seat right there is Mark Chicola. And yeah, again, Providence takes the most penalties in the CCHL. And their first one comes in the second period, but Benet is going to have a power play opportunity to tie this game up.
Interference the call against Chicola, so we'll hope his mates can burn this penalty. Bouncing puck, good save. Brzezinski as that puck redirected a couple of times. Another shot redirects a couple of times on its way to net.
That net is off its moorings right now.
Trying to keep the play going is the referee behind the play. And they will, and Providence able to clear. Good eye, Dylan. That ref quickly trying to fix that situation so we could keep playing. Vince Felice going to drop that puck in deep, and Providence looking to waste a little bit of time here on the penalty kill. Carrying the puck is Budrek. And played in deep. Hoover and Thulin going to battle in the corner. Thulin walled off from the puck. Eventually Budrek comes away with it. Wide pass just misses the stick of Fargo. And again, Providence able to clear. 1:07 left here on the penalty. 14:25 in the period. Fargo has a man. He had Rosenthal. Might have had a breakaway from the blue line in, but just misses his stick. Schlee, cross ice, can't find Peebles, who's waiting for the puck. Back to the point. There's a Lagna. Shot, not a lot on it. Rosenthal, backhanded shot, missing the far post. And Providence able to clear again. 38 seconds left here on the power play for Providence.
You know, Max, I was covering the Providence game against St. Rita from 2 nights ago, and you know, since they take the most penalties in the league, you know that their penalty kill has a lot of experience, and it was one of their strongest suits on Thursday. It looks like they're picking up right where they left off.
20 seconds on the power play, and again cleared by Providence. Now a race. Here's Arena's going to try to get something done shorthanded. Wins the race all the way down ice. Either tripped or hooked. Take your pick was Arena, but no call. Now Schlee throws the puck in. 3 seconds left on the power play. 2-1, and we're back to full strength. This is 5-on-5 hockey. A shot. And swallowing it this time is Brzezinski. We've seen a bunch of shots in on Brzezinski, him give up rebounds. It's one of the first we've seen where he's seen it cleanly and not giving up that rebound.
Yeah, he only saw a couple of shots on goal on that PK, but Brzezinski was one of the main reasons that they shut the door. He was giving up a couple of rebounds, but when he was, they were calculated perfectly right to one of his guys wearing white and green, and then they cleared it all the way down.
13-16 left here in the second period. 1-0 Providence leads. We're back to full strength.
Great atmosphere at the rink tonight, Max.
Really is absolutely packed here tonight, as we expected it would be in this rivalry matchup. Just talk about this rivalry, Dylan. Both coaches just couldn't talk enough. And it's one of those rivalries sometimes can get heated, can get nasty, but both coaches talked about the mutual respect between both teams, both programs, both sets of players in this matchup.
Yeah, this rivalry, it goes pretty deep, but we were saying these coaches and players all understand that you're not out there to try and cut each other's heads off. You don't like playing against each other. You don't like losing to the other team, but you do have that mutual respect because both of these programs have really established themselves as successful in the last, maybe decade or two.
No doubt about it. Both these head coaches with these programs for the better part of a decade, between Grisbeck and Nick Ichoncio, who's been with Providence for far longer than that.
Providence Catholic, the runners-up at the state tournament in 2016 and 17. Lost to New Trier Green both times.
Benet, no stranger to the state finals as well. Here's Peebles. He'll play off the boards. Tries to find Griffin through the neutral zone. Instead, stepping in front was Aiden Castleton. Now checking at the blue line's Maraskis. Able to force it back out. Nicolo Caulfield. As that puck bounces into the bench, and we'll get a neutral zone draw coming with 12:22 left in the second.
Still just the one goal in this game. 43 seconds in, Emiliano Arena, it was kind of a fluky one at that. Just a loose puck right in front. Arena found it and fired it in. Other than that, it's been a goaltending duel and some pretty good defense by both sides.
Ethan Heller plays the puck through, chasing for it's Farago. Farago with a shot up over the crossbar. Wagner back at the point, keeps it in, plays it down, trying cross-ice pass, but a good stick from Duke Hups. Disrupts that play. Side circle, puck loose, Grisbeck. And falling on it is Brzezinski.
One thing I forgot to mention, Max, is Providence, with that lead after the first period, they have not lost a game all season long when leading after one. They have a 3-0-0 record, and of course, Benet Red Wings are 8-0-0 in the entire thing. So one of those streaks is going to give here tonight.
11:47 left here in the second. Face-off draw to come to the left of Brzezinski. Tied up, eventually won by Burris. That's going to be Budrek that gets possession. Budrek behind the net. He surveys, gets the puck into the slot. No one from Benet could put a shot on it. Now that pass goes well wide. Into Wilkins in the corner. Tries to dig it out. Breyer all over him. Trying to find far point. It goes back down to the neutral zone, and Benet will reset. Rosenthal, rink-wide pass. Trying to get it between the circles to Hoover. Now side of the net to Wilkins. Couple of bodies coming together near side boards. Keeping it in Rosenthal. Rosenthal with some space. Not able to get a shot off. Here's a shot. Puck still loose right in front of the net.
Penalty coming up now.
We're going to get a whistle.
Slashing call indicated by the referee at center ice. Looks like it's going to be Arena heading to the box.
So another power play opportunity for Benet.
We get to see if Providence Catholic Celtics keep up that insane penalty kill that they've built up so far this season.
Arena second on the team in penalty minutes. So stranger to the box. And forced out of the zone. Good start for Providence on this penalty kill. Schlee will drop it deep and give three forwards a chance to go do work on the forecheck, successfully done. Cross ice, bouncing puck, still loose. And it's behind the net, but it was a wide open
Really shut the door there. Benet was looking to tie the game up and get their first of the game, but now they're going to have a two-man advantage. As you pointed out, a cross-checking penalty on Providence again.
So minute 33, 5-on-3. Face-off one, and Providence able to clear. Valuable seconds coming off. Benet should undoubtedly have their best chance to tie this game here right now. Vaselli drops, not able to handle it. Was Bryce Griffin. Now a shot from Schlee, loose side of the net. Sprawling forward is Brzezinski, and keeping it out. Schlee back on top. Schlee swings it wide. Now rink side pass, another rink wide pass, a shot again over the crossbar. There's another shot. Brzezinski will take a face-off. 2 or 3 wide open nets for Benet there. They're not able to find the game-tying goal.
And check out this replay right here. Man, they had about 3 or 4 different opportunities where I was getting ready to count it. But man, they either missed the net or Brzezinski makes the stop. Brzezinski, so far with 0 goals allowed in this one, really having a great game.
9:56 left here in the second. 55 left on the 5-on-3. Draw to come to the right of Brzezinski. Won by Benet. Gets it back to Budrek at the point. Now D to D. Cross ice. Now really smart play there by Rabe. He saw it all the way but not able to clear. Budrek gets it into the slot. Shot! And just missing the net. Side of the net. Another stuff attempt. We get a whistle. I'm guessing because the goal came off its posts.
That was a nice toe drag there on the shot attempt, but ended up missing the net. There it is right there.
Chance after chance for Benet. Still not able to find the game tying.
Still a whopping 38 seconds left on this two-man advantage.
Benet with tons of good opportunities thus far. Can't bury it, and that puck comes out of the offensive zone. Budrek will have to wait just a moment. He'll lead in the rush, 5-on-3. Trying to chip it into the slot, but this is going to be cleared by Providence again.
A little break there. It hit the snow right in front of the Red Wings bench. It would have gone a lot farther down the ice, but kind of just put on the brakes and stopped right there.
Benet tries to create some space using that Olympic ice. Now a shot, just missing the net. Side of the net, Fargo. Back up top, Hoover. Shot misses the net again, and that's the end of 5-on-3. So back to 5-on-4 for another 25 seconds. Side of the net, shot in front. Another shot just wide of the net. Fargo collects. He's got a man back at the point. He'll drop to Hoover. Hoover carries it down. Active stick again, able to clear it. And looking for a shorthanded opportunity. Here comes Arena for Providence. Arena with speed and strength. Backhand, forehand, shot, and a big save by Janis, who hasn't seen any activity on his side of the ice in the better part of 5 or 6 minutes.
Arena looking for that shorty right there. You can see him come down the ice and just out-muscle the defender for Benet. And you said it, Max, backhand, forehand, and Janis got the better of him. But he really knows how to separate himself from the defense, and Emiliano Arena's got tons of speed, maybe the fastest guy on the Celtics roster.
3 seconds left on the power play. Should all but do it with the offensive zone jaw for Providence. So an extended 5-on-3 opportunity for Benet, and they get nothing out of it. You know what Eddie O says about 5-on-3 opportunities? More times than not, whoever comes out on top on that matchup finds a way to win the game. We'll see if that bears true here tonight. Back to full strength with 8:15 left here in the period. Carrying it out, Rabe. No icing as that's waved. Side of the net, Burris. He surveys, tries to go cross ice. Not able to get all the way through as Thulin was looking back door. Instead, here's Felice back to the point. A shot, blockered away into the corner. And Heller tries to clear, but it's Burris. Now here's Thulin. Providence finally getting a little bit of offensive zone time here as cycle the puck once or twice. Burris again, going to drop it deep, but a good stick from Benet. Disrupts that rush. Heller finally able to clear Sapinski. He might have a breakaway. Sapinski backhanded shot, big save, Brzezinski, and he'll fall on it. Brzezinski continues his stellar afternoon.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of high school hockey games so far in this season, but this is my first time witnessing a Benet Red Wings game, at least in this season. You know, with all the hype that they have, the 8-0 record and the 9-game win streak and all, Providence Catholic is really playing their game well. They are definitely getting the defense right and not letting them score.
Hoover sends that puck deep. Zadakis. No. Slamming it off the board. It's going to go the length of the ice. It's not going to get long enough for icing. To Benedetto. Chips that puck out. Bouncing around the neutral zone Caulfield. He'll send the puck in deep. And falling on it, Brzezinski. You got to admit, Brzezinski is not taking any chances around his net. Every chance he gets, he's content to give an offensive zone draw to Benet, and he's falling on the puck.
Yeah, Max, he's a goaltender that does not mind that D-zone face-off right in front of his face. As long as he's able to get that cover and get a breather, he has faith in his skaters to win that draw back, and even if they don't win the draw, to bail him out on defense so that he is not faced with a shot opportunity right off that draw.
6:52 left in the second. Still 1-0 Providence. And a conversation again having between the referee, Nick Ichancio. He's irate, not sure what about. But you saw the referee. They're still barking from across the ice.
Man.
I think Ichancio wanted to change skaters and they wouldn't let him. Must have done it a little bit too long into the break. Ichancio still fuming behind the bench. Not getting the matchup he wants. Let's keep an eye if that ends up being a break for Benet.
Let's go Red!
Dugan behind his own net, trying to take the puck away, chipping it out in front. And Felice deflects it away. Another puck in front. And eventually Arena carries it away. Good stick work from Arena. He sprawls in all in the same motion. It's Alagna. Arena, extremely good athlete for Providence. We saw it on display there. Chicola hits Arena. He surveys. Tries to get the puck in between the circles to Burris. Got deflected, but Burris able to collect. He's hounded the entire way by Peebles. Puck comes loose. Budrek. He gets checked hard. Chicola knocks him to the ice. Now Chicola with the puck. Finds Burris, but not able to get through a wall of Benet Red. Rosenthal back the other way. He'll throw the puck in deep into the corner. Benet will get 4 new bodies on the ice. Ticking under 5:30 left here in the second. Still 1-0 Providence. Eller collects in his own zone, plays it up through the neutral zone, just missing the stick of Curtis Sperling. Sperling will just fire that puck deep, but no forecheck from Benet. Providence able to clear this puck. It's going to be in on net, so no icing. And Janis opts to take a defensive zone draw.
Long stretch right there without a whistle, but Janis finally making the save. Set at 5:09 to go in the second period. Benet, they're still looking for their first goal of this game. I'd be surprised at that. They've been a very dominant team, especially in that first period. It's kind of settled down a little bit, but you can still see the Red Wings trying and trying, but Brzezinski has been shutting the door so far, and now Janis with some kind of equipment malfunction of sorts. So he gets his stuff figured out.
You know, Dylan, we got a chance to speak with both coaches yesterday. Found our conversation with John Grisbeck really interesting, and a concept I think we both talked about and really appreciated him really going into detail about is the marker game. It's an expression I hadn't heard before, but essentially Benet looks at opportunities when they play teams multiple times is how do you play the first game, how do you play the second game? If you're able to improve, whether it be the scoreboard, how you play, whatever it is, they look at that as an opportunity a month, 2 months apart to really evaluate themselves.
Yeah, the game in particular that triggered that word coming out of his mouth was the Lions Township game that Benet played. Actually, their last game that they played, it was a non-league game, wasn't here in the CCHL, but they won 13-0. And earlier in the season, they beat them, but only 3-0. So to put 10 more goals on the exact same team the second time around, that right there is a marker game, and that shows that you've improved a lot.
And it really shows, too, like you said, the improvement they've made in just a month's time is Janice is going to have to head back to his bench.
Oh, man, we're going to get a goalie change. I'm sure it's equipment related, but in comes Patrick Sullivan.
So Patrick Sullivan, a sparkling season thus far, .86 goals allowed a game, just under 93% save percentage. Between Sullivan and Janice, they really switch off game to game with their heavy season, so not necessarily a 1 or 2. I'm sure that'll materialize as the season goes on, but Sullivan with sparkling numbers so far this season.
Sullivan's probably their main guy. You know, Janice got the start here tonight. Janice has been on the team for 3 years as a junior. He's been with the varsity squad since he was a freshman, but so far Sullivan, the much better numbers in the season so far, and Bennett's only shutout of the season belongs to Sullivan as well.
So yeah, I think you're spot on. I think it's just an equipment problem as Janice continues to work on it, as we're going to get another icing. But hopefully he can get that sorted out and get back in his game. Sullivan, can't be easy, right? A period and a half in, sitting on the bench. Now you got to come in the middle of an intense rivalry matchup, and no matter how loose you might have been before the game, once you sit on the bench for a half hour, start to get a little stiff.
Yeah, Max, especially, you know, sometimes the goalie will come in to replace the starter when the starter has allowed 5 or 6 goals in a certain amount of time, and then you kind of have the idea, maybe I'm coming into this game, but you said it, Sullivan's just been sitting on the bench, probably had no idea he'd be seeing the ice until about 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Police tried a couple of moves between a couple of Red Wing defensemen, not able to get it done, so Benet comes back the other way. Hoover near corner. Now Maraskis tries a kick to his stick, and Zadakis unable to clear, back out and played by Heller. Deflection in, so no icing. The linesman emphatically calls. Puck behind the net. Zadakis, a little bit of trouble handling it, digging it out, giving Bryant Griffin a chance to get in and press him on the play. Puck again behind the net. This time coming away with his Brendan O'Neill. O'Neill has the puck taken off his stick by Felice. Now rink wide pass, in comes Rabe. Rabe will start his own forecheck. He checks a defenseman on his way in, but easily corralled by Peebles. This missing the stick of Griffin through the neutral zone, goes all the way in on Brzezinski. So an offensive zone draw coming from Benet.
Fans here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, not just students, but the parents as well, and just whoever else may be a fan of either of these two teams.
Huge community event for both schools, there's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, you can tell. This isn't just an ordinary regular season high school hockey game. You can definitely tell there's a lot of buzz around this.
Stuff attempt as Brzezinski continues keeping it out, hugging that post. Not going to let it by him. And we get a whistle. Well, we got a whistle about 2 seconds before that second whistle. And now here Sullivan will exit the game. William Janis will come back in. He's got his equipment issue solved. So at least if you're Patrick Sullivan, one day you can tell your kids you played in the first high school rivalry series game presented by the Chicago Blackhawks.
Albeit for
about a minute and a half.
Exactly.
Back to play it is Peebles. Scrum right at the blue line. Providence trying to force it out. DiMendetto able to keep it in. Now Schlee with a shot just over the crossbar. He very nearly tied the game with 3 minutes left here in the second. Back at the point, Caulfield. He's battling now able to keep the puck in for a moment, eventually forced out by the Celtics. Peebles, an extended shift for him. He'll stay out there. And tripped up through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Skating for it was Oliver, not able to get there in time. It's Caulfield and Peebles able to collect. Here's Breyer. Breyer, good move around a defenseman. Tries to get it into Oliver, but it was the stick of Maselli. That directed it wide. Now Burris. He's pinned against the boards by Peebles. Schlee eventually comes away with it. Oliver tries to kick it in. Eventually carried out by Schlee. Schlee tries to drag, has the puck taken off his stick. Shot and blocked. Never got to net. Peebles now stuff attempt, side of the net. And DeWilkins looks up to the ceiling. What's he got to do to find the equalizer?
Here's the replay of the play right there. A wide open lane and a good awareness to take that shot. Man, Brzezinski has just been on fire in this game. He's probably my #1 star as it stands right now.
Face-off draw, scrum. Puck comes loose as Rosenthal tried to turn and fire. Not able to get a shot off. Burris the other way. Goes between two defenders. Burris with a shot. Big pad save. Arena just a step slow on the back end, or he would have had a backdoor chance. And a blocker into the netting. We'll give an offensive zone draw for Providence.
How sweet would that have been if that move worked? Yeah, you saw him come right up the ice and nice drag to get around the defender for Benet, but off the pad of Janis and out of harm's way. 1:38 to go in the second.
A game that was really fast first period and a much slower second period. Obviously, we had the equipment problem from Janis. Been a lot more whistles here in the second period. Flow hasn't been quite as fluid as it was in the first. Now back up top, Zadakis. He shoots. Side of the net, shot! Stuff attempt from Thulin, just directed wide. Now Sperling, far side half boards, can't clear. It's Rabe, who tried to play on, not able to. As you can see, the great migration of Benet students begins.
All the way to the side that they were on in the first.
Under a minute left here in the period. Still 1-0. Hoover with some space. He surveys. We'll drop the puck deep, give Sperling a chance. And it's going to be offsides. 44.1 left here in the second period. 1-0 Providence. Well, thank you for joining us here tonight. Alongside Dylan Ward, I am Max Anderson, live from Seven Bridges Ice Arena on what's a surprisingly warm fall day here in the Chicago area.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Bright sunshine, low 50s. In here,
so
certainly lots of heat and energy.
Just 2 nights ago, there was some snow falling from the sky.
Sure was. Now side of the net opportunity. Here's a shot. Pad save. Now coming off the half boards, backhanded attempt. Poked away by Brzezinski with 25 to go. Burris with some speed and space. Burris has Arena skating down the slot. Arena just ahead of the puck. Wasn't able to get a shot on net. As he tried, Burris, top of the slot, wide open. He'll shoot. Big save from Janis. Keeps it 1-0. Another fortunate bounce for Providence. Very nearly led to the second goal of the game.
Yeah, Legna just gave that one up point blank. Right after this centering attempt, this was the second shot by Pravi Hockey, and Janis getting the better of that and keeping the deficit to just 1. Probably our last face-off here before the Zamboni hits the ice with only 11 on the clock.
It was Peebles who kind of had a weak pass attempt that led to that puck being loose right below the blue line. Now Hoover's going to be very content to waste the rest of this period with 5 to go in his own zone. And that will do it for the second period. So after 2 in this rivalry matchup between Benet and Providence, It's the Celtics, the underdogs, that lead 1-0.
Well, yeah, we talked about it at the end of the first period. Celtics are 3-0 when they have the lead so far this season. Well, after the second, they're 4-0. So they still have not lost, and they will head back off the ice and into their locker rooms, as will the Benet Red Wings. And for Benet, yeah, it's only a 1-goal deficit, but you're really been snake-bitten all night offensively. And for a team that's 8-0, you're not used to that. And they're going to have a whole new game plan to come out and play within the third period. And you better believe that Providence knows that, and they will too.
So we're going to take a break here as the ice is going to get cleaned. Both teams are going to go to their respective locker rooms. Game plan for the third period. We're going to step aside, take a break, and come back with third period action. You are watching the High School Rivalry Series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks live on YouTube Live.
Welcome back to Seven Bridges Ice Arena here in the southern part of the Chicagoland area. Benet and Providence have taken the ice, and they're getting ready for the third period. Max Anderson is down there with Nick Ichancio to catch up with him ahead of the third. Go ahead, Max.
Thanks, Dylan. Coach, Luke Brzezinski through 2 periods, outstanding, keeping them scoreless. What have you seen out of him so far tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's been the best player on the ice by far, and that's how we're gonna win games this year with defense and goaltending. So we need to help him a little bit in our own zone, getting some pucks out. But he's a 4-year starter, 2-year All Catholic League player. So it's exactly what we expect out of him and what we need out of him.
Offensively, obviously the 1 goal. What are you looking for here in the third to try to extend the margin here?
Yeah, consistent pressure, consistent on the forecheck. We got to be able to pressure them, keep pucks deep, keep them 200 feet away from our net.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. Dylan?
Thanks, Max. Back up here in the booth as Max will make his way back to the broadcasting area. I told you they don't count shots on goal here at the scoreboard, but of course they do for stat-related purposes. It's 23-15 for Benet. So 23 out of 23 saves for Luke Brzezinski, who Max talked about in that interview. That goal by Emiliano Arena, the only marker of the game, was unassisted as well. We got that information for you. Benet is ready to go, so are the Celtics, and Max Sanderson will make his way back up to the broadcasting booth. Till he gets there, I'll man the play-by-play duties and get ready for the face-off at center ice to start the third period. Providence Catholic up 1-0. The face-off is brought back by the Celtics, and they will play it into the neutral zone on the near side. Over the blue line comes Providence, and here's a shot taken, and that one hit the end boards and rebounded all the way out, back out to the neutral zone. Here's Max with the call.
Thanks for getting us started, Dylan. Just 30 seconds here into the third period as we switch ends again. Heller behind his own net. Able to clear the puck out. On comes Budrek. Pestered the entire way. Pass blocked in front. Nico Felice, great job not letting that get through.
And dumped down by Providence all the way into the opposite corner where it's headed aside and set up by the goaltender, and Benet will take possession back.
Stuck behind the Benet net. Now with some space, Thulin, he looks, gets it back to the point. Shot, looking for a deflection, stayed wide. Big windup, now stretch pass, on comes Benet. Pad save, Brzezinski. It was Sperling who had the breakaway chance.
Sperling wanted that one, but he took the shot from way too far out, and Brzezinski, that's an easy stop for any goaltender, really.
That puck just trips off the stick of Declan Rabe. Rink wide again. Sperling can't handle that puck as it reached him around the blue line. Following it up, Hoover. Hoover shoots. Blocked in front. It was Breyer sacrificing his body not to let the shot get in on that. And that puck will go the length of the ice for an icing.
Nice pace to start the third period here. It's the Benet Red Wings being shut out so far, looking for their first goal of this game. Also, not lost yet this season. We've touched on that a couple times this broadcast, but an 8-0 record is first place in the CCHL. Providence trying to play spoiler to that.
And obviously on a 9-game win streak themselves, both in and outside. Here's a shot, stuff attempt, Brzezinski able to keep it out. It was Cristiano Di Benedetto with the stuff attempt. You want to give a shout out. And his mom, Mari Di Benedetto, normal DJ here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Of course, Blackhawks brought in a DJ for tonight's game, but Mari, a crowd favorite among the Benet Red Wings, so appreciate her work on the PA, and I'm sure she'll be back in a couple of days.
Probably doesn't mind a night off.
Exactly. Schley's checked as he gets the puck. Near side half boards digging it out. Here's Aiden Castleton. Back out of the neutral zone. Caulfield couldn't handle the puck. This one's going to be an icing. And an offensive zone draw coming for Benet.
You got to wonder when Brzezinski's going to break, if he is going to at all. Benet has just been peppering him all night Max reported to me that he's made 32 saves already and now a couple more to start this third period. And you just wonder if he's ever going to let up. This Benet team knows how to put the puck in the net.
So I set you up for disaster there, Dylan. I texted you 32. It's actually 23.
I
So
see.
we're going to get a penalty as a knee sticks out a little bit sharp there for a Benet Red Wing. And it's going to lead to a power play for Providence. They get a quick huddle up as this is a huge opportunity, already leading by a goal. It's Ben Alagna, the guilty party for Benet.
Max, don't take the blame for that. That's actually my mistake. You did text me 23. Sorry about that, but still pretty impressive so far.
That's what kind of partner I am, Dylan. I'm willing to take the bullet for you.
Oh.
14:32 left in the third. Providence with their first power play opportunity. Here's a shot, that one high and wide of the net. Nico Felice gave it a ride, but couldn't find the target. Cross ice, backdoor shot at Reyna. He whiffed on it. Now Reyna circles, shoots into the chest of Janice.
Arena's hungry for a second one. Does have a hat trick this season already. That was earlier in the year against Mount Carmel.
We saw that on the CCHL network.
Oh, it was me and you on the call for that game. The
Sure
only
was.
other game that the two of us have worked together.
And it was, in fact, the first CCHL game of the week that we did for the great Chicago Catholic League. We'll be back in action in 2 weeks with more CCHL games right here on the CCHL network. But tonight, we're here because of the great partnership with the Chicago Blackhawks and this high school rivalry series presented by the Blackhawks. Now, Budrek near side boards, tries to cradle the puck. Instead, it's Nico Felice. Gets it onto Arena with some space. Arena has Felice on his wing. Instead, he'll play the puck behind the goal line. Around back is Rabe. Now back up to the point, Zadakis. He shoots, easily gloved by Janice.
Not a bad power play so far for Providence. You could tell that one special team of theirs is more of an advantageous than the other. It's their penalty kill. That's, again, probably because they take so many penalties to begin with, most in the CCHL. But not a bad look on the man advantage, but unable to put one in so far. Still the only goal of the game took place less than a minute in.
1 minute of the nose for the power play. Here's a shorthanded chance. Scores! Curtis Sperling, shorthanded, ties the game for Benet, and it's 1-1.
Sterling finally breaks the ice for the Benet Red Wings as he comes in short-handed and tucks that one through Brzezinski's 5-hole. And it's a brand new hockey game, Max, with a short-handed goal. It's 1-1.
This Benet student section's just been waiting to erupt right behind the net of Luke Brzezinski.
That would be Sterling's 7th goal of the year and puts him into fourth place on the team points.
So new hockey game here with 13:20 left in the third. 45 now, Providence. Going to see how they respond here as they find themselves in a tie game. Skating wide, shot Felice, and pinned against his body by Janice.
And right behind the net that Sterling just scored are those 150, some 200 maybe, Benet Red Wings students, and they just erupted after that one was put home.
Face-off won by Felice. He goes far side to Dugan. Dugan drops it in behind. Gets it back. He looks D to D. Having trouble handling it is Nico Felice. Now Hoover in the corner. He's pinned against. 3 or 4 bodies now battling for the puck. Hoover very content to waste time in the corner as much as he can on this penalty kill. Eventually coming away with it, Felice. He's got his stick lifted, able to keep the puck in. And Felice again drops it in deep. 2 seconds left on the power play. Back to full strength is Benet with 12:30 left in the third. Dugan rink wide pass. Now Arena near circle shoots, scores! Emiliano Arena with his 2nd goal of the game makes it 2-1 Providence.
Didn't take long for the Celtics to take the lead right back. Emiliano Arena, you said it, Max, his 2nd of the game. takes the lead right back. Some pretty innocent-looking shot there, but it just finds its way through Janice. And it's 2-1.
Dylan, I don't want to take too much credit for Arena's success, but that's now 5 of his 6 CCHL goals on the season coming right here on this network.
Ah, you're exactly right.
He's a primetime player. The cameras come out, and he's certainly ready to play. And 5 goals in these 2 broadcasts. He's been spectacular for the Celtics, and they get the lead right back. Now this bouncing puck comes in on Brzezinski. And Brzezinski not happy as Maselli came in hot on the crease in a skirmish in front. We'll see if anything comes out of this. Noah Oliver not happy with the play. So an offensive zone draw coming from Benet after that skirmish. Dylan saw a little bit of physicality earlier. That second period was largely played pretty open, pretty loose, but through the first 5 minutes here in the third, it's been tough.
Yeah, you saw a couple of pushing and shoving matches after the whistle, but only 1 or 2 of those, and it really didn't escalate to anything. That was the first real bit of scrumming we've seen between these 2 rivals here in the Rivalry series, but Benet skater came and gave Brzezinski a little bit of a snow shower when he put on the brakes right in front of the blue paint. Provi Hockey didn't like that, and they went at it a little bit, but looks like no penalties will come out of that, and we'll just play on here in the Celtic zone.
Benet sends a couple of defensemen on late. Puck drop to come, won by Providence. Now Breyer will swipe that puck around, chasing for it, trying to force it out as Hansel. He will, but it'll go too far, and that'll be icing, so another offensive zone draw coming for Benet.
11:54 is what the clock says here in the third period. Providence Catholic has had the lead for all but probably like 2 minutes of this game. They scored in the first 43 seconds, and then as soon as Benet tied things up, it only took them about another minute to get another goal of their own to put themselves back in a 1-goal lead.
And Dylan, I don't know about you, but the first 2 periods was a fun, jovial atmosphere. Here in the third, it's been much more intense. A little more anxiety among everybody here as we play on here in the third period. Completely shift and feel in the arena.
Well, we touched on it. There's a lot of mutual respect between these 2 rivals, but at the end of the day, they're still rivals.
Bouncing puck, Brzezinski swallows that up. He'll take another draw. Continue, Dylan.
Just saying, at the end of the day, you can relate that to the end of the game. We're here in the third period. When you have 2 rivals, no matter how much mutual respect there is, both these teams want to beat the other just as bad. And now you're going to see that physicality come out as a result.
That puck going to go too far, so icing against Benet. A little bit ill-advised on that play from Heller. So now an offensive zone draw coming for Providence. Emiliano Arena, 2 goals for Providence, has them leading with 11:40 left in the third.
Yeah, Arena's been impressive this season. Mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, has battled some injuries earlier on, but has returned in full force here against the Benet Red Wings.
Coming out of the zone is Benet, circling right back around is Nick Mastro. Mastro getting some ice time here in the third, some important minutes for the Celtics. Knocks that puck down. Zudakis not able to get to it in time. Now Sperling with the hot pass. Bounce off the boards. And what you saw right there, Dylan, Sperling rifled that pass. And one thing that John Grisbeck talked to us about is they know the bounces on this arena. They practice here twice a week. And that was one of the first times it looked like Sperling knew that puck was going to bounce exactly towards the crease and was hoping a Benet Red Wing would find the other end of it.
Yeah, that hit the red line that goes up the white part of the boards to indicate where the goal line is on a vertical perspective. And
here's a shot, deflected in front. Brzezinski able to close those legs and keep it out of the net.
You're right, that thing just went right on net, and Brzezinski stayed sharp again right there. His only goal allowed was that 5-hole breakaway short-handed.
Yeah, looking at it again, there was Grisbeck who was in the area, but you could tell that Sperling was really looking at a very specific part of the corner, the angle he wanted, and very nearly led to a game-tying goal. Now Arena's hassled his entire way into the offensive zone. Tries to spin it back, instead drops to Felice. Waiting at the near point, here's Dugan, but can't get the puck. Burris gonna back check the entire way. Eventually it's Dugan that's able to force it back into the neutral zone. Here's a shot. Dugan slaps it off the boards again, cleared. So one thing that Providence has done well tonight, they have not been shy about just being sure to clear the puck. Haven't been many chances. We saw Benet a couple of times tonight with a couple of scary plays as they exited their own zone. Providence has been very sure, high up off the glass, making sure they get pucks out. Offside's going to be the call here, so a neutral zone face-off to come with 10:05 left in the third.
Yeah, 10 minutes left in the third, 1-goal game. That's when it really becomes crunch time here at the high school level, because a lot of teams at the varsity high school level, especially teams as good as Providence and Benet, know how to shut it down, maybe even better than some NHL teams. So you got to watch out right now, and we'll see if Benet has anything to say about that.
Clock hasn't been running for a good 10 or 15 seconds now. And puck frozen between the legs of Brzezinski.
And now the clock's running at the whistle. Got his buttons mixed up. Now there it is. It stops at 10:03.
So certainly the advantage of Benet, trailing by a goal. You wonder if they score in the last 15 seconds, if we'll talk about that little pause there.
Well, the referees are at the scorer's table. They might let this clock run for 3 or 4 seconds before they drop the puck. And yeah, there it is. They're going to drop the clock down to,
I guess would be about 15 seconds.
9:55 is where they're going to stop it, and we'll get things back in order as soon as they drop this puck here in the Celtic zone.
Vince Felice going to do the draw for Providence in their own end. Opposite him, Ryan Farago. Puck drop. Felice going to use the body and win that draw. Out with it comes Thulin. Thulin skates wide, drops Felice. Felice shoots easily into the glove of Janis.
Good idea right there by Felice to get that shot off. It was kind of a tough angle, but the wrist shot that he just produced from that right circle, you never know if he's going to pick that corner perfectly and beat Janis like that.
Face-off draw. Stalemate eventually. Thulin able to come away with it. Waits in the corner. Has a man back on the point in Ducups. Gets it to him, but Ducups blows a tire. It's going to be a breakaway for Benet. On comes to Wilkins. Tries to get it across, but the body of Breyer prevented that, and then to Wilkins loses an edge. What a play by Travis Breyer.
It's textbook defense right there on a 2-on-1. Block that pass across.
Big check in behind as Rabe took a hit. Now rink-wide passes. Benet, this is a huge opportunity there to find a game-tying goal with 9 minutes to go. Here's a shot deflected very nearly right to the stick of Thulin, who had half an empty net. Now Vince Felice trying to dig the puck out. Eventually it's Rosenthal, not able to keep it out. Zadakis holds for a moment, but Benet eventually able to get it out.
Right now, away from the play, that big Benet crowd right behind Brzezinski is knocking on the glass, trying to distract him. You can hear that sound effect from all the way up here.
Boy, Luke Brzezinski's playing tonight. Can't imagine that to distract him very much. He's been excellent in net for the Celtics. Benedetto tries to play it on, but has the puck taken off his stick. Now Oliver near corner. He takes a big check from Maselli. Trying to get it out in front. Waiting for it was Hansel, but never able to get the puck in. Benedetto Forces it out now. Maselli plays it in deep. Exchanging the puck through the neutral zone. Both teams. Oliver with a big hit, and he'll send the puck in deep. Oh, Oliver, one of the smaller players on the ice, but a good check from him just a moment ago. Police loses an edge. Dugan tries to force it out. Sapinski tried to play on, but Peebles has to go into his own zone to retrieve the puck. Now Felice plays it in. Sharp angle, Chicola. He was looking for Arena from rink side. And cleared. Now settled by Breyer. Chicola tries to play on, has his puck taken off his stick. As Brendan O'Neill is all over him. You can tell both teams are a little bit conservative here, especially Providence. Up 2-1. Now chance in the slot. Here's a shot deflected, never got through. Now Burris with some speed and space. He's skating. Burris goes around one man, gets it to Arena, shoots, and can't find the hat trick. Following it up, Burris still loose side of the net. Arena again, still loose. Not able to get the puck past Janis. Now Chicola outside far circle, goes rink wide. 2 cups, drops it in. Arena checked off the puck, another weird bounce. Very nearly led to another chance. Now there's an opportunity, on comes Benet, a shot, and a snap of the wrist from Luke Brzezinski, an emphatic save with 6:01 left in the third. A huge opportunity just about 30 seconds ago. Arena looking for that hat trick. As you're getting another look at that 2-on-1 opportunity that Breyer stopped. And now a chance to see is with some friendly fire that created that opportunity. A couple of Red Wings ran into each other. And with Arena's finishing power, he thought he'd finish that one.
And right here is that one-on-one Sperling. He was the goal scorer. They're one on the board so far. He was looking for his second. He's on the Providence side, Arena has also got 2.
Under 6 to go. Played on Maraskis. He's checked by Sperling. Puck comes to the side of Brzezinski, and he'll fall on it.
Time becomes the number one enemy here to the Benet Red Wings, looking to avoid their first loss of the season. Only 5:44 on the clock. A game where the offense has been there, but the main story has been Luke Brzezinski in net.
If you're a Celtic, that clock is moving way too slow. If you're a Red Wing, it's moving too fast. Side of the net to Wilkins. Drops to Budrek. Budrek gets it back, top circle. High point, Sperling deflected just wide. That just missed the near post here. Budrek, high slot, tries to get a pass. What a play. Zach Zadakis, he'll take an icing. Another great play. We've seen Dylan 7, 8, 9, 10 times tonight where an active stick from a Providence defenseman has disrupted a puck towards the center of the ice.
Yeah, Max, this is the 4th time I've seen the Providence Catholic Celtics this season. And out of all of those times, this has got to be one of the better defensive games I've seen them play, especially getting their sticks involved and preventing those chances the other way for Benet.
And not to mention, they're playing on a bigger sheet of ice, more ground to cover. But I agree with you, Dylan. Positionally, they've been outstanding tonight and have not given Benet really any space in the middle part of the ice. It's been all on the exterior for Benet. And under 5 minutes to go, Bennett's going to have to find a way to get into the middle of the defense for Providence.
You could tell the only goal Benet scored was on that breakaway where, shorthanded, not much you can do there.
Now going in for the hip check was Hansel, able to stop the play. And we'll get a whistle with 4:41 left in the third. Coming down to it here in the third period in our inaugural game of the high school rivalry series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks alongside Dylan Ward. Max Anderson, all the action for you here from Seven Bridges. Please do join us again on Wednesday night for the next high school rivalry series game, GBN-GBS. Now Rapatep Rosenthal, not able to get it forward to Wilkins. Out in front, here's a shot, Sperling. A sprawling backhanded attempt, he can't get a second shot off. Rosenthal tries to play around one, here's Burris, and he'll just contently get that puck out into the neutral zone. Two Cups chases this puck. Rosenthal gets to it first. Eventually it's Shikola. Throws the puck deep, and it won't get far enough for icing. Under 4 to go. Now Burris. Back door was Arena. Just a little too fast past his stick. Breyer not able to get enough on that dump attempt. On comes Budrek. He took a spill to the ice.
Looked like he was tripped from behind there. Surprised there's no call.
Thought he was already losing and going down before the stick came near the sticks.
Perhaps.
Skates, I should say. Last we play on. Dropping it, no one home for Benet. As all three forwards darted towards the crease. No one stayed behind in the high slot. Here's Maselli. He can't get past Breyer, and he can clear. 3:20 to go. And Benet really starting to press here. We'll keep an eye to our right on the Benet net. See when Janis, and we're going to get a penalty.
Oh, boy.
A huge opportunity. Tripping going to go against Mark Chicola. And Benet, with 3:11 left in the third, is going to get 2 minutes on the power play.
You got to wonder, if I'm a coach in this type of situation, I almost don't mind calling a timeout right now, even though there's 3:11 left to go.
And I think that's exactly what happened, Dylan, but good call. Benet calls their timeout with 3:11 to go. Now the question, I would think here for the first minute of this power play, they would leave Janis in net. There certainly is a chance they would pull him. I'd be a little bit surprised here with 3:11 to go, but that's certainly an option for John Grisbeck.
Make it a two-man advantage, a 6-on-4, but of course we saw Benet with that two-man advantage earlier in the game was a 5-on-3. It was a little different. Let's see if they can make something happen here with the power play late, and maybe the goalie pulled in a little bit. But, I mean, if you're Nick Ichancio on the Celtics bench, I mean, I'm just saying to my guys the same thing I've been saying all game long is keep those sticks in good positions. And, you've been shorthanded a couple times in this game, and nothing's come of it. You've had a great penalty kill, not just in this game, but in last game too, and really all season long. So just keep up the systems that you know. Don't overthink it. Get it out of your mind that Benet is looking for their first, or trying to avoid their first loss. Get that out of your head and just play your game and get this penalty killed if you're Providence.
3:11 left to go. Third period. 2-minute power play for Benet, trailing by a goal. And the Red Wings find the game tire, win the face-off draw. Sperling's able to get it back to Budrek, but a great stick from Declan Rabe. Initially stops the play and eventually forces it out.
You see Janis is still in net to start the power play for the Red Wings.
Rabe hasn't shown up on the score sheet tonight, but he's been outstanding. Multiple huge plays in his own defensive zone to prevent goals. Here's Schlee. Schlee has his stick lifted and cleared. Vince Felice with the great play in his own zone. Providence goes short shift there. 25 seconds, they'll get fresh legs on the penalty kill. Schlee avoids a check. Eventually came away with it was Breyer, and he backhand clears that puck with 1:20 left on the power play. 2:28 in the period. Is this the moment that Janis runs off the ice? Schlee plays past one, drops it, and nobody home, and this puck very nearly leaves the playing surface, but will play on as Fargo retrieves it for the Red Sweaters. Here comes Fargo. He stops. He goes top of the now near side circle. Hoover, shot, glove save, Brzezinski.
Solid save there by the netminder who's been on fire all night long. And you see no indication from the Benet bench thinking about pulling Janice, usually before the goalie gets pulled, you see the coach giving a signal saying, not yet, but they're not even discussing it right now on the Red Wing bench.
2:01 to go, 51 on the power play. Right face-off circle, draw one by Benet. Played back to the point, and Olagna not able to handle it. Now a scrum, top of the circle, comes to Sapinski. Sapinski, backhanded chance. Trying, looking for a deflection was DiBenedetto. Now DiBenedetto, side of the net, stuff attempt, saved by Brzezinski. Maselli can't get to that puck. Instead it comes back to Olagna. Drops down Maselli. Here's DiBenedetto. He shoots, follow-up, puck still loose. Opposite side, another shot, just misses the far post. Comes all the way back around to Olagna. Olagna to DiBenedetto. Benedetto, near circle. Felice trying to force him off. Here's Olagna. He skates low.
There goes Janice right now.
Empty net for Benet. Able to knock the puck again is Declan Rabe. Now Providence. Here comes Arena for the hat trick and the win. Providence goes ahead 3-1.
And you see a bandana has hit the ice. Actually, there's a couple. Those are the rally towels that they've been handing out here at the Blackhawks Rivalry Series. They don't want to lose their hats, but they're okay with throwing those away. They were free. Arena gets his second hat trick of this season. The only guy on the Celtics with one. And Max, I don't know if Arena has been thinking about what you said earlier about his hat tricks being on the network, but he just pointed up to our booth. I don't know if you saw that. He said something to his buddies on the bench.
He has come to play here tonight. And in big games, when you're an underdog, as Providence came into this game, you look to your stars. You look to your stars to carry you through. And between Brzezinski and Arena, two seniors, they have gotten it done so far here tonight with a minute to go in the game.
So a big hat trick right there for Arena, but Benet is a team that is 8-0 on this season. You can't count them out right now. There's still a whole minute left on the clock, and it's 3-1.
So with a minute and 1 to go, Benet gonna need 2 here in the final minute. Tall task. How good defensively Brzezinski has been. Center ice draw. Providence able to tie it up. Eventually Benet comes away with it. Immediately heading to the bench was Janice, but we got a whistle for an offsides. So it'll be a neutral zone draw. Janice will head back to his net with 55 to go. And the Celtics can feel it. Fans are going nuts, and we're going to get a penalty. We're going to get a tripping to go against Providence. Everybody looking around, not entirely sure who it's against or why. Eventually it's going to go against Emiliano Arena. So 3 goals and 2 penalties on the night for Arena. .2 left in the game, and it's going to be an empty net for Benet with the extra man. So 6-on-4 we play. Benet wins the draw, but not able to get anything towards net as that puck leaks out of the zone. Schlee will have to go back and regroup, and that's going to be offsides as Budrek wasn't able to clear the zone. Just an outstanding effort tonight from Providence. Coming off a tough OT loss to St. Rita 2 nights ago. Coming into this game in this crazy atmosphere in front of their friends and family. Half the school for Benet. Lead 3-1 with 40 to go. Far side Sperling. Not able to get a shot off again. It's Felice that ties up a stick. Outside far circle. Shot harmlessly goes by the far post. Rabe again plays on. Dugan tries to dig it out. Budrek below the goal line. Gets it across. Scores! Ryan Farago with 22.1 seconds to go makes it 3-2. So power play goal for Farago. And so quite interesting here, 3-2 game, 22 seconds left. Janis is in his net to start here. You would assume a critical face-off draw win for Benet, and he goes darting for his net. Could have been interference, didn't get the call. Tries to get it out in front, 15 to go. Here's Hoover, and kicked away by Dugan. Far side point, puck still bouncing. Here's a shot blocked again. Chopped away by Chicola, forces it out of his zone, 4 seconds to go. And that's going to be the game. The Providence Catholic Celtics win this rivalry matchup 3-2. Emiliano Arena, the hat trick. And the undefeated season for the Benet Red Wings is no more. A gutty performance from this young Celtics team. Coming into this rivalry series matchup as underdogs and coming out with a victory. And of course, we talked about it during the broadcast. As much as these teams don't like each other on the ice, a deep respect and appreciation for both sides. And you see the handshake here to end the game. Some long faces on the part of the Benet Red Wings, but the Providence Catholic Celtics win the inaugural high school rivalry series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks. That early goal from Emiliano Arena, 45 seconds in. Got Providence started. It stayed 1-0. For the better part of about 20 minutes. And it was a third period goal, shorthanded from Curtis Sperling. His 7th of the season that tied it. Just about a minute later, Arena got his 2nd of the game. And then, of course, the empty netter cemented it. So now we're going to send it down to our very own Dylan Ward, who's standing by with the hat trick scorer, Emiliano Arena.
Thanks, Max. Here with Emiliano Arena, the hat trick. All 3 goals for the Providence Catholic Celtics here in this game. How did it feel to put that third one into an empty cage?
Oh, the relief, all the pressure came right off my back. These guys have been giving us a lot of trouble the past couple of years, and this rivalry's been going on for a while. So I was just happy to finally put the puck in the net to put the dagger in them.
What was the sort of the energy on the bench, knowing that you guys are in the first ever Blackhawks rivalry series matchup?
It was definitely something new. We're pretty used to big crowds. We pack the stands at our home rink all the time on Friday night games, but this was something else. Camera crew, big crowd from both sides. We were really excited to be a part of this.
And finally, of course, Benet on a 9-game winning streak coming into this game, 8-0 in the CCHL. How does it feel to be the first team to give him an L?
Feels just about right. We knew we could do something like this. Last time we played him, we were stuck in the penalty box. Happy to finally finish the job and put him down.
All right, Arena, his 5th, 6th, and 7th goals of the season. Thanks so much, and have a great night.
You too.
Max, back to you.
Just a moment here as we're going to get the end of the game. But an outstanding game here tonight. We want to thank the Chicago Blackhawks for putting on this great event and this sold-out arena. It was a spectacular event, and we're looking forward to the next Blackhawks rivalry series matchup, which we've mentioned during the broadcast. Wednesday night, right back here on this, on the SHL Network YouTube feed. We'll have GBN versus GBS, 6 p.m. from Centennial Ice Arena in Wilmette. I want to thank our great crew here tonight for the game. Of course, on camera, Max Ferrari doing an outstanding work, bringing you all the visuals. Our great Jimmy the Wiz Olsen bringing you all the replays, the great stream work to bring it all together. For my partner, Dylan Ward, I am Max Anderson. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to the game Wednesday night.